Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and this is so exciting because we are rereading the ACOTAR series. Spoiler-filled, full spoiler vlog. Let's reread this series together and just have the best time. I cannot wait, you guys. Hey guys, I think this is my first actual talking clip. Whoa, the camera's making that, look, the camera's making that yellow. And then it was turning it white looking. Whoa. It looks white right there. It's yellow. Anyways, yeah, so I am rereading A Court of Thorns and Roses. You guys, I am having the time of my life. We are outside. I got this new little contraption that I wear and film stuff, but the yard is freshly cut. It's a beautiful summer day. I have my bug zapper ready to murder some mosquitoes, and we are rereading A Court of Thorns and Roses. My first time reading the series was through the graphic audio, so I have not physically read this book. So I have my little annotation supplies here. I tried to kind of match the cover as best I could. This looks really pink. It is red ink when you actually use it. And then I have a really cool pretty pink, and then I have my favorite pen in the whole entire world, annotation supplies, little haul. But yeah, I am having the best time. So I am starting chapter 14, which is page 123. I'm obsessed. I'm fully obsessed. I absolutely love it. It is just still one of the best fantasy romance books I've ever read, truly. So the way that I'm highlighting it, just for funsies here, the yellow is going to be anything that is a fact about Prythian or fairies, or anything where I feel I need that information to understand the book better. And if you will notice, there's so much yellow because I forgot all these things. I just didn't know all these different things. I didn't pay attention, I guess, that much. But it's talking about the High Fae and the world of Prythian and how many courts there are. So it's really cool. I'm really, really enjoying all of that. And then the red ink, let me see if I can find some red. There's not much yet. Oh, hold on, I'm getting bit by a mosquito right now. Also, everybody decided to cut their grass when I came out here, so sorry about that. Okay, so this is red. So the red is anything sweet, I guess, kind of sad, but anything sweet or romantic. So in this point, Tamlin is asking about Feyre's mom and that she passed away. And he's like being so humble, like, I'm sorry for your loss, like just being a very real person and being like vulnerable, when before he was kind of seen as like a scary monster. So like he's taking care of the family. I just think stuff like that's really sweet. I mean, it is like people said, oh, Chelsea's gonna film outside. Okay, well, let's just do everything we can loud. Okay, and then the the light pink is everything that's like funny to me. So mostly it's gonna be a lot of Lucian's parts because he's just hilarious. So I just think he's absolutely hilarious. So anything pink in here is just a funny moment to me. Spare humans for the treaty. Like, I just think he is just the funniest person ever. Like I said, like literally all of them are Lucian's parts right now. I mean, I know it gets like funnier with other parts, but he is cracking me up. I'm literally laughing out loud. The dogs are running so fast. Okay. So anyways, I am just now getting back into it. I'm going to read the entire series and try to do it kind of spoiler filled. So if you didn't want to reread, but you wanted like a recap for the next books coming out, I got you. Now to show you how crazy I look. Look, it's literally this thing. It's kind of cool. You just wear it around your neck and your phone, like the magnet right there sticks to it. And then you can film stuff. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's pretty elite. But yeah, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, so where I am so far, Feyre is literally living in Prythian now. So just to do a little recap, Feyre and her two sisters, Nesta and Elaine, and their dad. Oh my gosh, that was a mosquito on my face. You guys, just beware. I'm gonna be zapping some bugs. Like, I literally, if you live in the South, you literally have to take care of yourself because mosquitoes are wild. My husband's out here for like 20 minutes the other day and he had like 7 or 8 whelps, like big spots on his leg. And I'm like, is that from mosquitoes? And he was like, yeah, I wasn't even out there that long. I don't play with mosquitoes. I don't play with them. So we're gonna see how long we can last out here without me losing my mind. But anyway, so Feyre, Nesta, and Elaine and their dad live in the human realm, and they're in poverty, and they literally have no money and no food, and they are like barely surviving. And Feyre is the one who is providing for her family. It's crazy because I believe she's the youngest. She's either the youngest or next to youngest. No, she's the youngest for sure. Yeah. Anyways, and she is literally the full provider to this family of all the meat, and like she provides them with money if they need new shoes or coats or anything. Like, she literally is responsible for all of that. That is so sad. But their mom passed away, and on her deathbed she asked Feyre to look out for the family and literally be responsible for them and take care of them. So she has taken that very, very seriously. And so she's out hunting in the woods one day, and there's this massive wolf, and she has the thought of, could this wolf be like a fae shifter and be a fairy? And she was like, no, surely not. Like, surely not. And then she also had the thought, if it is, it deserves to die. So whatever. So she kills this wolf, and it doesn't turn into a human or anything once she kills it. So she's like, okay, I'm sure it's just a huge wolf. And she literally like skins it and stuff and takes its coat and sells it. And then a couple days later, a massive shifter, he looks like a bear. Like, let me see how it describes him, because I don't remember it being that insane. So hold on. Okay, this is how I'm doing spoilers. This is how Tamlin the Beast was described. The beast had to be as large as a horse, and while his body was somewhat feline, his head was distinctly wolfish. I didn't know what to make of the curled elk-like horns that protruded from his head, but lion or hound or elk, there was no doubting the damage his black dagger-like claws and yellow fangs could inflict. As large as a horse. Okay, that's huge, really tall. His body was feline, so I'm imagining a lion body, the size of a horse, with a wolf head. I'm like, and then horns on the top of his head. and then black dagger-like claws and yellow fangs. What? I would be so scared if I saw something that looked like that. Like, I'm sorry. She's over there standing up to this thing. Hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. A couple days after she kills the wolf, this massive animal busts into her house, knocks the door down, and is like screaming, "Who killed him? Who killed him?" And the sisters are like trembling for their life. They have like run over to the fireplace. They're freaking out. The dad is like, "Oh my gosh, what is going on?" And Feyre is like, "Ooh, I hope I just killed that one." Feyre is like, not chill, like she's scared, but she said like she lifts her head up higher, you know, and she's like, "Who are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about?" Hold on, I'm about to kill some mosquitoes. I literally couldn't do it. I was getting absolutely tore up. I have like 6 spots on my leg and on my feet, and I was out there for 5 minutes. So we have moved inside. Okay, so this big beast knocks down the door and is screaming, "Who killed him? Who killed him?" And Feyre's like, "What are you talking about?" First off, if this massive beast busts in the door like that, I'm not going to be like, "Who are you talking about? Killed who?" I'm going to be like, "Whatever you need. I'm so sorry. It was probably me. I don't even know." Like, I would be so cowering. So we're different. Okay, I'm not built to be in a fantasy novel. I already know this. So she's questioning him and she's holding her head up higher. And she's like, "I have to be strong. I have to protect my family." She's literally finding a way to like sneak a knife into her hand. Insane. She throws a knife at this thing. This beast, that's the size of a horse, you guys. A lion the size of a horse with a wolf head. So she throws a knife at him and he like easily dodges it. It's like, you know, "What are you doing?" So basically he's like, "That was my friend. That was a fae. Like, did you even care?" And she's like, oh, okay. So that was a fae. Got you. And she's like, "Okay, well, when you kill me, can you just like do it outside so my family doesn't have to clean up the blood?" I would be pleading for my life. I would be like, "I am so sorry. Like, I'm sure he was a great guy. We could have like a funeral for him. Like, I'll do whatever you need." She's just like, "All right, well, can you like take it outside?" What? So they do that. They have this discussion. He's like, "Well, I could kill you right now. No problem. Like, you just say the word. Or you could come live in Prithian forever. A life for a life." She's like, "Oh gosh, do I really want to go live in the Fae? Like, I don't know." And like questioning it. I would be like, "When do we leave? I'm ready. Bags are packed. Let's go. Sounds fun. Why not?" So anyways, she decides to go. She goes into Prithian. It's beautiful. They're in the spring court. She has been like absolutely freezing in the winter. They don't have heat. They just have a little fireplace. They didn't have enough wood to even turn like the fireplace on, like turn it on. Get a fire going in the fireplace. Like, it's absolutely freezing. And now she's in the spring court where it stays spring year round and it feels so good and it's no longer cold and the flowers are beautiful and like just honestly living her best life. Like, honestly. And he's like, "You're not a prisoner. You can leave if you want. I mean, like, good luck, because there's things out there that are going to kill you. But you can leave. You can stay here. You can just chill. You can go to the garden. You can eat whatever you want. Like, we have plenty of food. We have wine. There's artwork and paintings. They have a whole library. Like, just live your best life." And I mean, it's just insane how like resistant to this she is. She's like, "I gotta find a way to get back home." I'm like, "I'm never going home again. This is home. Like, I am a fae now. Sign me up." So she's trying to figure out a way to get back home. She's like being real snarky towards these fae, but also like scared of them, but also like not. And she meets Lucian. So that was Tamlin. And he is High Fae of the Spring Court, which is really cool. He's the High Lord of the Spring Court, and he is a shifter. And then she meets Lucian, and Lucian is snarky, and he is so funny. He has one eye. He has like a glass eye that's always like whirling about and looking at her. I think that's so funny. And he has like a scar down his face, and he has red hair. And they are all wearing masks. So she learns that something happened where I am right now. something has happened, which obviously I know, and if you've read it, you know what happened. But they are all stuck in these masks. So for 50 years, they have been stuck in these masks. Their magic has been limited. So they're kind of on the struggle bus. And there's some certain somebody, and they refer to her as she. So she is some big scary somebody who has like taken their magic and has cursed them. So that's all we know right now. This fae shifter thingy showed up and looked like her dad, and she was like, oh my gosh, my dad has hobbled. It's a 2 days walk, like a 2-day travel. And she's like looking out the window and sees her dad, who can barely even walk. He has like a mangled leg or something. And she's like, oh my gosh, my dad traveled 2 days in the snow on this mangled leg to come save me. Oh, I need to run out there and go be with him. Let me gather all my things so we can make a quick getaway. I'm like, they've already told you that there's things out here that are going to trick you. They say keep your wits about you. Like day one, they told her that. I'm not falling for the fact that that's my dad. Like, absolutely not. And so she gets out there, and thank goodness Tamlin catches her. And he's like, hey, where are you going? And she's like, oh, my dad's here. I gotta go. And he's like, take another look at your dad. And she looks, and it's like shifted into her sisters, like huddled together, all scared. And then it shifts to something else, and then it shifts back to her dad. And she's like, oh my gosh. And he's like, we told you, keep your wits about you, like, idiot, you know. So that's where I am right now. Not much else has happened. She's just kind of getting used to everything's here to trick her, and she's just chilling in the spring court. So like I said, I'm having the best time. This book is so good. If you have not read it, please stop here, or please have already stopped with this big spoiler like warning, because I would love for you to be able to actually read this like yourself. It is so good, and I cannot wait for October for the new ones. Oh my gosh. Hey guys, okay, so ignore that if you can. My husband is playing video games and he's really loud, but update time. So I am about to start chapter 21. I'm on page 189, and we just met Reese, you guys. Look at this. Oh, we just met Reese. My favorite part. Standing before me was the most beautiful man I'd ever seen. Yep. And I love when he's like, what did he say? What was the first line? He said, there you are, I've been looking for you. Thank you for finding her for me. Enjoy the ride. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited, you guys. I love this book so much. I am standing by. I still like Tamlin. I don't think he's a bad guy. I think he just wants to protect her. I don't know. But I still really like him, especially in this. Look, Ollie's with me. It's his birthday today. He's 2. He's 2 years old. My little baby. But yeah, I still am standing by. I really like Tamlin. I can't find anything wrong with him. Like, I know later in the books, yeah, he has some flaws and he needs to work on some things, but I still just really like him. I think he's a great guy, so whatever. But Reese has entered the chat. And I'm very excited about that because obviously I've read the whole series, so I know where we're going, and I am like so excited. I love all the books with him and her and all that, but I love when they first meet and it's like she's scared of him, she doesn't really know what to think about him, then she like hates him and he's just like so chill. Like I love their vibes so much. So I am very excited to keep going. Like I said, I'm about to start chapter 21. But I just hit that part and I was like, oh my gosh, like perfection. So here we go. Let's hang out with Reese. Okay, I love her descriptions of him. So everything about the stranger radiated sensual grace and ease. High fae, no doubt. His short black hair gleamed like a raven's feathers, offsetting his pale skin, and blue eyes so deep they were violet, Even in the firelight, they twinkled with amusement as he beheld me. And then he says, what's a more mortal woman doing here on fire night? She's like, my friends bought me. It's like, okay, stupid. Like, he's gonna see through that. She said his voice was a lover's purr that sent shivers through me, caressing every muscle and bone and nerve. His clothes, all black, all finely made, were cut close enough to his body that I could see how magnificent he was, as if he'd been molded from the night itself. Like, what a description. Like, I feel like with Tamlin, we just got, like, you know, he had golden hair, and his mask was pretty. Like, she liked the way that his mask was, and, like, his body was strong or something. I don't feel like we got a lot of descriptive characteristics about that, so I just think that's so funny. But how she described this man is like perfection. Dark raven colored hair, pale skin, violet eyes, like tall and lean. Sounds perfect. Cooper. Okay, you guys, I'm providing the last update before I finish ACOTAR. This is gonna sound crazy, but like, y'all, this is such a good book. Like, I already know this, I've already read this whole series, but golly, I forget how good the first book, A Court of Thorns and Roses, is. I mean, I've never annotated it. I think the only way I've read it so far is by listening to it. So this is my first time like physically reading the book, and I'm really trying to like get every detail, because I'm bad about, especially with fantasy books, if I listen to it on audio, like, it doesn't all click. Like, I don't get all the details, you know? Like, I'm like, what I gathered is, you know, Amarantha is bad, we don't like her, you know, she's out to get everybody, but I didn't really grasp why, I guess. I don't know, that sounds crazy, but I also read it like so long ago, so it's been a while. But when I'm like going through this and I'm actually annotating and like really getting stuff, I'm like, okay, Amarantha is bad because she literally is the general of Hybern's army, and she was sent here like to Prythian, and so then she kind of like went off on her own because her sister was in love with Jurian, which I remember Jurian, and I remember that he's in the ring, but like, I didn't really remember why. I just knew she hated him, but I didn't realize that Jurian was like a warrior in the human realm, in the human army, and her sister fell in love with him, but he was just trying to get information about Amarantha to like defeat them. So it's like so much complication that I never really truly put together and processed. I think I was just kind of there for the romance, if I'm being honest, and like the vibes, but I did not realize all of this. So I'm like reading it now and I'm like, oh my gosh, she had a sister who was in love with a human who betrayed her, and he literally killed the sister in such a brutal way, and it said he crucified her with ash like wood, so it burned her really bad and like was a really brutal death, and then he like dismembered her body. I didn't remember all of that, so she's so mad, and she literally hates humans, so no wonder she hates Farah. Like, I don't know why I didn't get that, but that's why she hates humans, and that's why she is like so bitter and so mad. And she really liked Tamlin, and I do remember that. I remember that she wanted to be with Tamlin, and he was like, no chance, girl, like, no. And so then that's why she like cursed everybody. And she gave him a chance to break the curse if a human girl fell in love with him. So I do remember all of that, and I remember the curse and everything, but I just did not remember like details about her. So I'm enjoying that so much. I am getting so much out of this reread. I'm annotating, like every page is almost fully highlighted and underlined, because I'm like, so much of this is so crucial for the rest of the series. So I am just getting so much out of this. Cooper looks really cute, just sitting there like that. Koopy. Oh, there's the little one. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. They're so cute. But yeah, so I am like relearning all this stuff, and I'm like, this is such a good fantasy book. Like, my goodness, this is good. So that's what all has been happening. And then Tamlin was with Feyre, and he was like, so we met Rhys, and Rhys like really came into the picture, and he asked her what her name is, because he saw her, and she was like Claire Better, I think is the last name. And then we discovered that Claire's family was killed in a house fire, and her body is missing, which if you read the book, you know, and if you haven't read the book, why are you listening to this right now? You should definitely go read the book. But yeah, so she has now been sent back to the human realm. She's sent back home, and she's discovered like just how much he did for her family, that they're living in this super nice estate and like living their best life, and they're so happy, and that's like so awesome. But she really wants to be back with him, and so then she feels like something is wrong, like I'm missing something and something is wrong. So she goes back to be with him and discovers that he's been taken to Under the Mountain by Amarantha, and Alice is the only one at the estate, and she's like, girl, like you were the one to break this curse, just FYI, like thanks a lot. And Feyre's like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? So I stopped there because I really needed to like stop and go to sleep last night. It was so late and I was so tired. I was like, I've got to go to sleep. So I am picking up later today, and I'm going to finish it, and we are about to head to Under the Mountain, which is my favorite. I love trials, and I think that's like such a fun aspect to this book. But then also we get to see Rhys more, and we get to see Tamlin kind of not be the good guy, I guess. I will say, okay, so I love Tamlin, and I'm loving him in this book, but I will say, when Rhys came to the estate, and he was threatening them, and like, your time is running out, you know, and like kind of taunting them, and they had her glamored so he couldn't see her, and then he discovered her. When he made Tamlin get on his knees and like put his face down on the ground and beg for him not to tell Amarantha about finding Feyre, I was like, okay, that's embarrassing. Like, I'm sorry, but I wouldn't want my man on the ground like begging and pleading to another guy. Like, I would want you, okay, we're in the fantasy world, but like, I would want you to like go down fighting. Like, I would want you to fight him so bad. Even Feyre is standing there, and she's like, if I had a dagger, I would stab Rhys right now. Like, I would fight. And it's just like, this guy, yeah, okay, Tamlin doesn't have all his powers, but he can still turn into a beast. Like, I feel like he could still fight, you know, and put up a good fight. Like, I don't think he's gonna get killed in this fight, but I don't know, whatever. But that kind of was ick to me, and I was like, okay, like, it's the start of Tamlin's downfall, basically. And I know he does a lot of things that he shouldn't do, and, you know, I know a lot is to come, but man, like, I just think he wants to be loved. I think he wants to be accepted. He wants to be loved. He's been through so much in his life. He just wants like an easy, quiet life with somebody that loves him. And I think that's so sad. But it's not fair. It's not fair. She's destined for way more than just like hanging out at the spring court and painting all day. Like, she wants more. She's, you know, she went out in the woods and fought and kept her family alive. Like, she is driven, and she wants that challenge, you know? So it wasn't meant to be, of course, but I do just feel so bad for him. And I'm like, I just want him to find somebody that he can just love, and he can live out a quiet, easy life. That's literally all he wants. But anyway, that is my update. Like I said, I'm going to go back home in just a little bit, and I'm going to lock in. I'm going to finish it, and then I will have one final update. But I love it. It's such a good book. Like, duh. But I'm like reading it, I'm like, wow, this is a really good book. It's like, okay, girl, like everybody on Booktop and Booktube and Bookstagram, like everybody knows this already, but I'm loving it so far. You guys, I was certain that I was going to finish that book last night. I was like, there's not that much left. Like, for some reason, I thought once she got to Under the Mountain, there wasn't, I knew there was a lot that happened. Okay, I remember the trials, but I thought it went by like really fast, but no, it did not. So I had 130 pages left last night, and now I have 80, I think. So tonight I'm gonna finish the book, and today is Wednesday, and this video is going live tomorrow on Thursday, so it's gonna be fresh. I am gonna do one more little update, just giving you my final thoughts. But yeah, I was like, once she gets to Under the Mountain, it's gonna go so fast, and there's not like, you know, maybe like 50 pages or something. No, there's like a lot that happens. And I also didn't realize that each trial she did them a month apart on the full moon. I'm like, she had to stay there for 3 months waiting to do these trials. That's so annoying, but I'm enjoying it so much. And we just finished the first trial with the, I think it's called the Midgard worm. That was she's so clever. Like, she's so smart. She literally noticed that it was blind and it couldn't see, it could only smell. So she covered herself in mud fully so that it couldn't smell her and it couldn't see her. And I was like, that is so smart. And even Reese said, wow, she's invisible now. Like, he's like, okay, she's kind of smart. Like, you know, she's onto something. I just thought it was so cool. And poor Lucian, he can't catch a break. He healed her, so she broke her nose. She got beat really bad and got her nose broken. And he snuck in there and fixed her nose. And then when she was in this first trial, he yelled up ahead, on your left, because she like did not know where this worm was. And if he wouldn't have yelled that, she probably would have gotten killed. So he's definitely being tortured right now, like, for sure. I love Lucian so much. I absolutely love him. I love his like snarky, sarcastic attitude. I love him. Like, he's the best friend to have around. I wouldn't ever see him as like a true love interest, but he is such a good friend. But I'm down to the last 80 pages. I cannot wait to get home and lock in. I just keep having like appointments and things with work and like all these things going on. I'm like, I just want to get home and read. So it is 6:30 right now, and on Wednesday. So I'm headed home right now. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm supposed to be going to drop this package off. Daggum it. Okay, I'm turning around, I'm dropping this package off. I'm going home, and then I am going to try and lock in and really get some reading done. And then this vlog goes live at 1 on Thursday. So I'm like, I have just tonight to read it, do an update, and then edit the full vlog and get it ready. But we can do this. I work best under pressure anyways, so bring it on. Y'all, I love Reesan so much. I'm on 343, and he is just making me laugh. He's so sarcastic, and I just love it. Y'all, he's perfect. He's so perfect. Oh my gosh. I love him. Not Reese good girling her. She just beat the second task, and I love that he's like speaking to her in her mind, and he's like, don't let her see you cry, like stand, you know, stand her down, stand up. Like, I love that. I love that. He's so good for her. Finished it, you guys. Finished it. This is such a good book. Like, do not sleep on this book. If you have not read it and you watched this whole video, I'm so sorry that you got all the spoilers, but go read this book. It is so good. Oh my goodness. Okay, so she survived her first, second, and third trial. So the first was the Midgard worm, I think is what it's called. The second was reading a riddle and choosing a lever, 1, 2, or 3, to save her and Lucian from being crushed. And she can't read. So it was going to be impossible for her. She literally could not read. But she made a bargain with Reese, who put this tattoo on the inside of her palm. So it's like he could see through her palm and see which lever she was going to choose. And then she went to reach for the second one and her palm like started burning. And so she pulled it back and then she reached for the first one and it burned. She pulled it back and she reached for the third one and it didn't. So it was like, okay, I guess it's the third one. So she's a little salty that she actually won that challenge by cheating. But I mean, a win's a win. You do what you got to do, girl. But yeah, the bargain that she made with him, I don't know if I talked about this earlier, is that 1 week, it was supposed to be 2 weeks out of every month, she was going to go stay with him at his manor, but now she negotiated, so it's 1 week out of the month, but she has to go stay with him, and his reasons behind it are unknown. He was like, if you know the reasons, then, you know, it's no fun for me. So she's going to be going to stay with him when she gets out of from under the mountain. But like I said, he's able to help her because he can see through her palm what she's doing. And he's sending her visions. It's so sweet. He's sending her visions of like a starry night sky and music and like keeping her sane while she's just rotting in this prison cell. So it's so, so, so sweet. And he is having her drink a bunch of fairy wine, which makes you like completely black out. Like you have no idea what you're doing. And dance and like hang out and do stuff. And at first she's like really mad about it. She's like, you know, how could you do this to me? Like, this is so rude and cruel. But it's his way of distracting her and giving her moments of like not having any memories of the night. So the night passes quicker. So it's actually really sweet. And then her third trial is brutal. She is to stab and kill 3 fairies, and they have like a bag over their head. And if you do this, everybody's safe though. Like you can literally save everybody. So she does it. She stabs the first one and kills him. And then she stabs the second one and kills them. And when she gets to the third one, it's Tamlin. It's Tamlin, you guys. I'm like, golly, this Amarantha, like she knows what she's doing because she knows that Feyre loves Tamlin and he's, you know, she's not going to do it. So she's like, well, you're going to fail. You know, you're not going to stab him. But she remembered hearing a conversation where his heart is stone. And that could have just been, you know, like a comment, like your heart is hardened like stone. But she took that to be fact. So she took a gamble. She stabbed him, and he did not die because his heart is stone. So they broke the curse. Yay, everything's great. They broke the curse, right? Okay, but Amarantha is cold-hearted, and she's awful, and it's like, okay, but you broke the curse, but like, I'm not going to let you be free. It was like bloodbath, and people are fighting, and people are trying to get her. Like, it was so bad. So Feyre was being killed by Amarantha, being tortured, and just chaos. Literal chaos. And then she guessed the riddle. She guessed the answer to the riddle, which was love. And when she said that, it broke the curse and Tamlin killed Amarantha. But Amarantha had killed Feyre, so she died shortly after that. And so again, you know, they won and they're free and the mask fell off and they have their full powers and everything's great. But Feyre is dead. But all of the high lords came and gave her a drop of like essence and it actually brought her back to life and now she's a fae. And I'm like, oh, I love that. I love when it's just a human who has nothing, will never be anything, like literally just a nobody, and now she's a fae. Like, oh, I love that so much. I'm so excited for where we're headed. I obviously already know, but the second book is my absolute favorite, and I cannot wait for this book. The banter in this book, you guys, is perfection. Yeah, I cannot wait, but I had the best time with this book. Gosh, I enjoy this so much. So I'm going to take a little break, read some other books, because this did take me a while to get through because I annotated so much. So I'm going to take a little break and I am going to start the next one probably next month in August. And then September, I'm going to do the third book. And then I guess like the very beginning of October, I'm going to do Court of Silver Flames. So I might do Frost and Starlight, the novella. I don't know. I don't really care about that book, but I might just kind of fit that in too. But yeah, I am building up to the new books being released, and I'm so excited. I literally cannot wait for those books. But I wanted to do like a reading vlog or different reading vlogs reading this series again. So I am going to be doing that each month. I'm going to be reading another one, and I'm so excited to go back through them and then give like a spoiler filled vlog like this one for each one. So if you don't want to read it, or if you just need a recap and you don't want to reread, I got you. I got you. We're going to be on this journey together, and I cannot wait. But that is it for me today. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys next Thursday. Bye, guys.